Elizabeth Warren. Oh boy, what a chief she is. She has declared a meme war. I would do the Indian war chant thing, but I definitely that will get us off of YouTube for sure. After countless long years of toil digging in the astroturf, searching for those elusive roots of grass everyone keeps talking about, the Warren campaign thinks that they've finally struck pay dirt with something far better than organic interests, and they're destroying the economy. Memes. The only thing that they are missing, an army to exploit this precious resource. But just like mining uranium, memes must be handled with great care, else they are just as likely to melt down in your face. So who better than an MIT engineer to craft the strategic plan to harness this great source of meme power?
So is the name supposed to replace Epstein? I'm not sure. I'm not getting the reference there. Howie the Zitz or whatever.
What?
You know what he's talking about?
What are you talking about?
In the comments, he's saying we should say the name instead.
I'm not I'm not reading the comments because I was reading my joke, and it was set up that you would immediately respond to it with your part. So you've just ruined all that.
Oh, can you say the last part again real quick? Just kidding. So, as it turns out, literally anyone, would have been better. Misha Levach. Thanks for that one. I can't pronounce that at all. Levach.
I wrote in the notes, have fun pronouncing that, Dyer.
And I almost read that out loud, too. So, launched the Warren meme team by releasing a Google Doc out. Yeah, because people generally need to be taught how to meme. Releasing a Google Doc outlining the multi-step plan, like studying an ancient Egyptian
cartouche.
Cartouche. The strategy guide was laden with 118 emojis. Yes, really, 118 of them. We counted. That is the type of hard-hitting journalism you can expect from us here in Dire Wolf Media, asking the tough questions and getting the honest answers. These depictions of pervy eye, brain, women teaching robots, probably Russian ones, hearts and various hand gestures but not the okay sign, because that'd be racist, were interspersed with a multitude of unnecessary abbreviated words like distro and infra, which I guess means distribution and infrastructure.
That's just how those youths talk today, Dyer.
Yeah, they started speaking my language.
Yeah. Getting past the visual hashtagging, this onslaught of graphical characters gave my eyes, and by hashtagging I mean pounding. The paper attempted to describe how to even meme, bro, with all the formulaic rigidity that you might expect from an MIT engineer. It describes.
If you have someone explain to you how to meme, you shouldn't be memeing. You're bad at it.
In the paper, he describes something called the hook model, which is a myth promoted by intro to marketing professors as a way to make up for not having good ideas. It does not work. I can see why the Warren meme team would have chosen that strategy, though. Probably because they have no good ideas.
Like watching montages of the space race, all the meme team creations have spectacularly detonated on the launch pad. The small activity their Twitter profile has actually received so far has resulted in a massacre of deleted tweets. A real memesmith, as real memesmiths have taken their bait and exampled what exampled. Yes. An example of what a real meme looks like. Their memes have been destroyed by people who actually know how to meme. Let's review a few of their contributions.
Alrighty. Okay. These were all in response to. Should probably actually show it on the screen. That would help. These are some of the ones that were actually shown on the or that were actually in response to some of the Warren memes. The sad thing is that this meme dream team, it is not anywhere close to what they thought it was going to be, and our hope was that they were actually going to be putting out memes that were terrible so that people could dunk on them, and they've only put out like 2 memes, and those were the 2 memes that they've actually put out so far. These 2 that are right here. So we've got the Warren has memes for that, which I guess is a play on Warren has a plan for that, which I don't know why that's even a saying at all, because she has terrible plans. And then they've got this you can do a lot with 2 cents, and they think that is a meme, and I guess it has to do with her tax plan to like kill off billionaires or something. I don't know. I don't think it's very funny, but they seem to think that it's a meme, and it's not. The response to their accounts, though, have on Twitter and on Reddit, and then I believe also on Instagram, they've been getting responses that involve these. We got up here on the top over here. We got the Trump train is just running over the Warren wagon, which I guess the Warren wagon is a thing that they call themselves. I don't know. I'm not in the Warren culture, but the train's just destroying it. I like the toilet paper one down here at the bottom. That's a good one. And we got the Joker, obviously. We are here for the meme. We are here to meme for Warren, and then they're just getting destroyed by a car. That'll happen. And then the middle one's pretty good. An Indian, an African American, and a Mexican walk into a bar. Just kidding. It was these 3 white liberals.
Very good.
We got a few more over here too. We got the obvious. The savage painting. Warren won 2020th. Warren has a tax for that. Warren's campaign has died of dysentery. We got how do you do, fellow kids? I am your new highly approachable candidate, eager to share a beer. And then obviously Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't a mobile provider used to have the saying of "we have an app for that"? I think she's borrowing from that old reference, which she probably still thinks is hip with the kids these days. But the thing is, not only does she not have a plan for that, or anything seriously. Even when she does have a plan, like her economic plan, she's not willing to actually describe what it is entailed, what the details are, because she knows that she'll get torn apart if she actually describes the actual details of her plans. Like she has the wealth tax she's been talking about, which isn't an income tax, but it's a tax on a percentage of your wealth. So you could have literally be retired and have 0 income, but they'd be taxing you on your
yeah. She's calling it a wealth tax, but they're calculating it like an income tax on assets that are not income.
Exactly. So you could have nothing but assets, like real property. Cars.
We already have a tax for that. There's something, I think it's called the adjusted. It's something with an A. It's something like adjusted tax, but it's meant for people who only have, like, their only source of income is interest on assets, and it's not technically income. Like whatever their investments are, they're not income technically, but it's a way of capturing some of what they've made off of that. And so like maybe that could get reworked, but her plan is. She's supposed to be this really intelligent person, right? That's what we keep being told, is that she's really very, very smart. Her tax plan's too complicated. You wouldn't even understand it. I mean, SNL just made a big sketch about that she's, and they were really, it's funny because they were actually, making fun of her for thinking that she was so smart, but there's some grain of truth to that, where she thinks that she's super smart. Her supporters think that she's super smart, and that, well, we're just too dumb to not be able to understand that, like, well, this would work. Like, this is how you get all that money from the billionaires. It's just sitting there waiting for us to take it, and we want it, and Warren's going to help us take it. But when it comes down to, hey, can you actually answer, like, how does 1 + 1 equal $27 billion? And she just can't answer that question.
So the most damaging part of having a wealth tax is that it will go immediately make people want to, who are wealthy, not be in the United States.
Yeah.
Because a lot of other countries where they could sit their assets and their wealth and have it be safe. And second, it would discourage a lot of economic exchange in economic movement in the country. It would cause a recession if you actually implemented that.
Well, you want to talk about something immoral. I mean, they the left has, that's their new kick, is talking about morality and all, their non-theistic religion. The thing that's immoral is even for rich people, for better or worse, and there's certain things about the way the financial markets that work that I don't think is really optimal to how society should function, that needs to be adjusted. I'm all about talking about reforming that. But what she's talking about is taxing money on, well, not even taxing money, taxing assets that were paid for with money that when you got that money as income, it was taxed. When you spent that money on whatever asset you bought, it was taxed. So you've already double taxed it. And now she wants to tax every little bit left in it back out. And that's one of the other reasons why things like the death tax are extremely immoral. You want to tax after the person has died. All of that money has already been double taxed by the time they get to it. And then the death tax, they want to tax it again even after they're dead. You've already gotten your cut out of it. And they think that it's moral because they think that they can take that money and, well, I'm going to take that money and do something good with it, or something I think's good with it anyways. And they think that that's moral, is to Robin Hood the rich people, or just anybody who has an asset or a net worth of more than $1. They think it's highly moral to just keep stealing off of that.
Just kidnap, torture, and kill people. It's so much easier than doing all this tax stuff. If you want their money, just kidnap them and kill them. Don't do all this legislation and crap. It's boring.
Cut out the middleman, right? So probably the best and basically only meme this team has created so far is the existence of this account itself. I would almost not be surprised if this whole thing is a Trump false flag operation. I can't imagine what this guy was thinking or by doing this. But you know what I want to do, and what you guys should do if you're good meme smiths. You should totally join their meme team, because there's no requirements for it as far as I can tell. You should join their meme team and then make memes that a out of touch Democrat might think is a positive message for them, but in reality, for someone who actually has a brain, they can tell us it's actually insulting them. And let's see if they are able to pick up on it.
I also their Twitter account is, so the honestly, like, to be totally real, like, not joking, the most disappointing thing about this campaign is that they have not actually put out any memes or things that they think are memes yet. The only two images that they put out are those two that we showed at the beginning here. These are the only two real images that they've actually put out, and that was like a month ago. And the Twitter account have this like weird like Snapchat like AR filter thing that is really just idiotic and dumb and doesn't even look like it's for the Warren campaign. It just looks like a regular like cringy Snapchat filter. But they keep tweeting a link to that AR app to different like college Democrat accounts. So they've retweeted this exact same tweet with a 7-second clip of their AR app at probably 100. No, actually it's up at like 200, because they have 200 tweets on their account right now. 200 different accounts, but it's all the exact same tweet, and they just keep retweeting this exact same cringy 7-second video to everybody. So I was a little bored the other day, and so I might have this account is getting no engagement on any of these tweets, and they must think that how something goes viral is that you just retweet it yourself over and over again. So I decided to do a good deed for the day and give them a little bit of engagement, and I went through and posted onto every single one of their tweets that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered to protect high-profile pedophiles. No, it was 51 times when you helped me, and then I I did it another 20 or 30 times the day after. And I successfully got at least 3 that I know of tweets from them deleted and then retweeted so they could get me off of it. And it was great because their entire engagement on that account is me. I almost, like, probably at 90% of their tweets that have a response on them, the only response is me tweeting at them, hey, by the way, Jeffrey Epstein was murdered to protect high-profile pedophiles, and the media helped. And then Direwolf might have gone through and retweeted a couple of those. So if you are bored, highly recommend you go follow this account, turn on notifications for it, and make sure that they remember what it is that happened to Jeffrey Epstein and why it is that he's no longer with us.
Every tweet should get like 10 of us saying the same damn thing.
Yes. Normally we would tell you, don't go find this person, don't harass them. But I think I am plenty confident in saying, find this Twitter account, harass it. Harass it, please.
This is Warren's meme account.
Yes. So, go ahead.
Bad day for propaganda, great day for trolling.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, jeez.
So let's see here. So as everyone knows, like, the reason why this is a destined to be is currently and is destined to continue being a massive failure is because the left can't meme, as we all know. Even saying that the left can't meme isn't of itself a meme. It encapsulates not only the fact that the left can't meme, but it also reminds you why it is that the left can't meme. It's because they are humorless cretins, totally devoid of irreverence. They think irony has something to do with metallurgy. How are they to make a play on words when every word is offensive? How would they possibly use a symbol satirically when every symbol is hateful?
They are unable to see the irony in their own policies, and their only critique of ours is that they are racist. Most memes exploit hypocrisy by juxtaposing something that someone said they wanted to do with the opposite being the result, such as demonstrating the irony of the left's authoritarian policies being implemented under the guise of being anti-authoritarian. And it goes to the fact that the right generally understand where the left's ideas are coming from. We understand why they think those things, and generally we can see that their intentions are good, but their execution of their ideas always goes hand in hand with the execution of dissenters. In reality, this is sad and dangerous, but let's face it, it's kind of funny that you can be so bad at something that it causes the exact opposite of what you were trying to do. And then you keep doing it over and over again and never learn from your mistake. They've been fighting to end racism so long. They just can't punch enough white people for being white and actually kill racism. It's funny how it's gone at the same time with the rise of Antifa and the rise of radical left-wing activism corresponds directly with the rise in racism and racist related attacks in the country. It's so strange. It's like they aren't fixing anything, they're only making it worse.
It would be adorkable if it wasn't so murderous.
Dire, they can't meme because they are the meme.
Aha. That's You've stolen my thunder on my last part, but I will forgive you.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm used to Dyer doing it. It was very concerning that it came from a different direction now. It's like you're all out to get me.
You just have to read his paragraphs to then take his points away from him, but you did it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew you did that, Dyer. The Pocahontas campaign does not have any official association with the meme team, sadly, but that's probably actually good for them. Warren is already too much of a meme herself to ever make one. Her supporters think that Trump is a racist while following a white woman that pretended to be an Indian to get financial and career benefits. That is hilariously ironic, and their inability to see that makes it impossible for them to ever be able to meme on the right.
Yeah, you can't meme effectively if you're offended by everything. And they're, the funny thing is on the left is they're always offending each other too. Like, they think everything we do is because we're obviously white supremacist racist, right? There can't be any other explanation for wanting to have a secure country, right? But they also are constantly accusing each other of being racist or bigoted in some way, which is pretty funny. I like seeing them fight each other.
Yes. I do hope, I really, really do hope, because like I said, I was very disappointed. In all actuality, I'm very disappointed they have not actually posted real memes or like real things that they think are memes, because this was going to be an excellent source of like fodder for everybody, and they have just not done it. And it's actually kind of funny because you can compare this to the Daily Wire account is really good at pumping out lots and lots of relevant memes every day. And this guy, he's got a social media account on like every single social media site that there is. They've got a website, they've got a Google Doc, and they've got all these like, you know, very formulaic instructions of how to build a meme with your bare hands. And building a meme is not a hard or lengthy process. And the Twitter account, for instance, I think has been up for about 3 weeks. And I think the Reddit has also been up for about a month. And they've only produced these 2 memes that are not, I'll go back to them. They've only produced these 2 memes. And these are not memes, and they have not done anything. And I think it's probably because they're overthinking the fuck out of it. If they knew how to meme, like, I mean, there's no reason why you have to make all this big, like, hubbubaloo of, you know, this is how we're going to build these memes. There's going to be like a factory of memes, and like, this is exactly how you do it. You're going to follow this formula, and that's going to come up with a meme. And then they can't produce anything. They've produced 2 memes that are not memes over the course of a month. And in that same amount of time, the right has produced countless memes, memeing on them, trying to make a meme. It's hilarious.
That's
all right,
terrible.
next story.
I made more memes.
Yes.
Hey Wolfpack, if you liked our video, hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you really liked the video, share it with your enemies as well. And if this is your first time and you want to see more content from us, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to receive notifications, hit that bell button. It won't do anything, but it'll make you feel better about yourself. I would also like to thank everyone who donates to our channel monetarily through zerostrings.org or through Streamlabs and Super Chats. Thank you very much for your support.